Anyone passing by, please? Tell me what you know. Danielle, I don't give a shit about you. God, fuck, this sucks. Where's all the neighbors when you need them? God damn it. Oh, Bree! What's she doing at Ada's house? The fuck are they talking about?
Although I'm definitely a fan, I simply can't stand it when they suddenly go limp before I get a chance to fully appreciate them.
I agree. It is a bit cruel that they don't last very long, but still, if you look closely, you can find other qualities that more than compensate.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm well versed in the pros and cons. I just think she can do better.
All right, then tell me this. Which one would you choose?
And I only get to pick one of the three.
Yes, just one. But which one?
Eda and Bree are talking. What should I do? We're just going to interrupt each time this time around.
Now, if you ask me... Oh, hi!
Oh. It sounds like I'm coming in on the tail end of some racy gossip. Care to fill me in? Hey, I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd stop by. What's new? What are the two of you talking about?
Oh, nothing really. No need to concern yourself, dear.
I don't believe you. Bree, talk to me.
Hello again. Marvelous day, wouldn't you say?
By marvelous, if you mean horrible, blah, blah, blah. What's so marvelous? It is a great day.
That's what I most admire about you. Good talk.
God damn it. No, let's go inside. I don't understand. What are they talking about?
So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about?
To be honest, I overheard your conversation with Bree a little while ago, and I'm dying to find out what you two were gossiping about. I wanted to return something I borrowed. Come to think of it, I think I just answered my own question. Never mind.
Gossiping? I didn't know you overheard, but it's no big secret. In fact, I think it's pretty obvious. We were talking about flowers. A girl in the gardening forums online seemed torn over which of 3 types of flowers she should plant in her garden. We were discussing the pros and cons of each, and although Bree was making some valid points, between you and me, that woman still has a lot to learn about gardening.
I wonder why I'm so paranoid. I figured they were talking about gardening, actually. I see. Really? I thought that you... I better keep my mouth shut. That makes a lot more sense than what I thought you were talking about.
Well, just what did you think I was talking about, dear?
Flowers, like you said. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Men. Oh! Oh, God! I wasn't even thinking that at all! Nothing really. It just sounded as though you were having an interesting conversation and I wanted to be in the loop.
Ah, just curious then? I suppose there's no harm in that. Take care.
Alrighty. Returning the favor. But I didn't even return anything. I didn't even return it!
So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about?
There it is. I wanted to return something I borrowed.
Aha, I thought I was missing something. But that was months ago. I couldn't remember who I lent it to, so I had to buy some more. Tell me, how did it work out for you?
It did the job. Didn't we have this conversation once before? I'm pretty sure I told you I didn't like having to use it, but it sure did the job. Wonderfully, it rid me of my pest problems, and then some. Oh, God.
That's good to hear. Always glad to help a neighbor. Even you.
The fuck? I'm glad you could, too. I don't know what I would have done about that pest problem if I hadn't talked to you. Thanks, it's good to know I can at least have some friends that are willing to help me out in times of need. Even you? That's a terrible thing to say. Well, you definitely did. It's good to know that there are people I can rely on in Fairview.
Oh, come now. If I couldn't do anything for you, I'm sure someone would have stepped up and offered assistance.
What makes you so sure of that? Are you implying something, Eda? That's an interesting remark, to say the least. How is this interesting?
Well, let's just say this. You're a very popular person around here.
Is she insinuating that I'm a whore? I've even gone into my whore stance, like, I get some.
And from what I hear, you've got more friends, then you know what to do.
What the fuck? She is calling me a whore. I only sleep with my husband, thank you very much. What the hell? Dude, seriously, are people going around telling each other that I'm a whore? I don't understand. I didn't do anything wrong. I haven't cheated on my husband this whole series. Like, I literally did nothing wrong. Let's see what the Scavo kids are doing. Maybe they have some kind of weird shit that they're discussing. They're not usually here in the middle of nowhere.
My mom said you were gonna buy a law jiggle for your father. Do you like it?
A law jiggle? You kids are weird. I blame your parents. Too busy working to pay attention to you poor boys. What are you talking about? Huh? Who told you that? His mom. He just said.
That's just what Mommy told us you'd say.
Is who told you that?
Yeah, she talks about you a lot.
What?
Mommy said that you probably cheat on tests, and that you need to buy some logicals for your father.
Logicals?
It was a logical, stupid. And she was only buying one. Whatever.
So, are you usually late for stuff? Mom said you need to have 2 watches to tell time. Or something.
I think your mother was pulling your leg because I have no idea what you're talking about. That's really strange. Okay, thanks, kids. I found out the secret, huh? So people are talking. Just what are those Scavo kids talking about? Having 2 watches for 2 timing, cheating on tests, and planning to buy a jawliggle for your father? Dude. These asshole... Oh, Lynette? What are you telling your fucking kids?
Gabby, hey, it's Lynette. Boy, do I have something to tell you.
Oh, you whore.
Got a minute to talk? It really can't wait. Great. So, you know that neighbor of ours? Yeah, that one. Have you ever wondered why it is that her kid doesn't resemble her husband? He should, if he's the biological father. Unless she's the one working on his pipes, if you know what I mean. Oh, wait, I have another call. I should really take it. We can talk about this later. Okay. You too, hon. Bye.
Excuse you? No, you're not going anywhere, you bitch. Excuse you?
Wow, you startled me.
Oh, and why's that? Were you just talking about me just now? Who are you spreading lies about, Scavo?
Were you eavesdropping on my phone conversation?
That has nothing to do with this. Oh, come on. Do you really think I would do something as childish as listening to your phone calls? You know me better than that, Lynette. Eavesdropping is such a harsh word. I like to think of it more as, okay, I was eavesdropping. Yes, but if you were talking about someone on our street, you should have told me. I deserve to know. I mean, it's my neighborhood, too.
You know what? I just remembered something I had to do. Something that doesn't involve talking to you. Bye.
What the fuck? What the fuck? No, whore, come back here.
Hey, can I ask you a favor?
Fuck no.
What did you just say?
No, you're a bitch. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe that just happened. She was talking about me. Oh my god. That is terrible. Let's look at my shit. Hold on. File folder, let's look. Item lost. Okay, here it is. This accordion file was initially provided to you by Paul Young when you first arrived on Wisteria. It contains a plethora of information about amnesia and repressed memories. It's strange that you would find it again in your husband's safe of all places. A picture of a woman in her early 30s with a beaming smile on her face. The photo itself is slightly faded and has a number of creases on it, telling you that it's been handled repeatedly over a long period of time. A sonogram of an unborn child. As one might expect, the gender is indistinguishable from the picture. This item appears to be a journal of some sort kept by your husband. The majority of the entries are negligible, but there are a few scattered entries in particular that stand out from the rest. Yesterday, the patient whose health I had been monitoring and recording in this journal died in my custody. In all my years of practice, I've never come across a patient that I was completely unable to diagnose. In retrospect, I should have asked her more about what recent changes in her life that could have caused her problems before she entered a vegetative state. How could I have been so inept that I couldn't diagnose her in the 6 months since she was in a comatose state? The only person who I should actually be able to save was waiting for me to rescue her, and I failed her. Oh God, oh, here it is. 2 weeks ago, she lapsed into a coma. Her vital signs are stable, but I don't know for how long. The majority of my time since then has been spent treating her and researching her symptoms in an attempt to find any discernible pattern. Unfortunately, I hadn't had much luck with her either. At this point, I'm not sure what to do anymore. I should stop wasting time. I have to keep trying. I swear, it's like she's come down with 3 individual illnesses all at once. Is that even possible? Okay. Well, apparently I have to pick up my keys from Frank. And time stopped. Oh, no it didn't. I thought it did. Knock knock. He was at the door like a second ago.
Thanks. It's really nice of you to stop by like
Oh, it's
this.
no trouble at all. I like stopping by and checking up on you. To be honest, Frank, I sort of had to stop by. You have my keys, remember? It's good to see you too, Frank. How have you been?
Things are going just as well as can be expected.
Oh, well, I guess that's good news. That's a really broad statement. Well, what do you mean by that, Frank?
I mean, considering all that's happened, I'm doing okay. But you came by here to pick up your car keys, didn't you?
I did, but I get the sense you want to talk about something. Later, Frank. Right now I want to hear about what's bothering you. Yeah, I did. Think you can find them for me?
Yeah, I'll be just a minute. Why don't you come inside?
Don't mind if I do. Sure. You're avoiding the subject again.
I'll be fumbling around for a bit. Make yourself comfortable in the meantime.
Alrighty, I'll just wait here. Okay, Frank, I'll be here when you get back. A red blip. What the fuck does that mean? There's more? Yesterday, the patient whose health I have been monitoring died in my custody. I already have that. Recent developments. I probably shouldn't even be doing this, but treating loved ones is always a bad idea. I can't stand the... She's my wife. I can take care of her just fine on my own. I'm just not sure I understand what's going on yet, but I should be able to find out. It's the last legible. Overwhelmed to see that which I thought I lost forever. I was overcome.
Here are your keys.
Oh, God.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Great, thanks. Oh, there's no need for apologies, but thank you. No trouble at all, Frank, really.
So, that's it then. Don't let me keep you from whatever it is you do during this time of the day.
Okay. Saying goodbye. Hold on. Overwhelmed to see that which I had thought I lost forever, I was overcome with desire. We made love in the surf as she lay there, silently welcoming my passionate advances. When we were done, she was unconscious, no doubt swooning. I could barely contain my joy as well. She has come back to me. What? Okay. What does it say about his secrets? And I think his office is closed now. Your husband has been hiding documents in a safe that detail a whole previous life that you never knew about. A previous wife that shared your name but who died under his care. What's going on? Oh. I see. I can't go to the therapist. He never told me what's wrong with him, so I need to say goodbye to him, apparently. And I have to go all the way around to do it. That sucks.
Yes?
What's on your mind, Frank? Frank, is something wrong? You don't look so good. Tell me what's the matter.
You don't need to get yourself involved in any of this.
We're friends, aren't we?
It's complicated.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to click on that one. Oh well. A lot of things are complicated around here, Frank. It comes with the territory. What else is new? That never stopped you before. You really shouldn't keep things bottled up like that. It's not healthy. You know you can talk to me at any time. You should know you can talk to me anytime. You should probably tell someone about it, especially if it has you acting this way. Friends help friends through their problems.
You're right. I'm probably just uptight about it. I just never thought I'd miss him. Daniel was always on my case about this and that. It was like having a wife nagging me or something. No offense.
What do you mean by that? Well, how so? None taken, Frank, I understand.
It's hard to explain. Growing up, things were a lot different. Daniel was always up to something, and I was always up to something.
Really? You? You were a troublemaker? I find that hard to believe, really.
Our parents loved us both the same, but Daniel was always the attention getter. He was always talking about some big idea he had or organizing some big event. He never stopped. That left me with nothing to do and no one to listen to me. Which in turn meant Daniel and I butted heads on a lot of things, ranging from the way we looked to the way we led our lives. I know it'll come as a shock to you, but Daniel was always hassling me about my clothes.
He's not the only one, Frank. People talk. Oh, God. Yeah, I figured. That sounds like Daniel, all right.
But anyways, I spent a good deal of my life fighting with him and just saying awful things to him. Yet no matter what happened, he kept forgiving me, even after we'd grown up, and I'd never figured out why.
It sounds like he was trying to get close to you, Frank. That's what family does. Oh, come on. It's obvious he wanted to do whatever it took to get to know you. He probably wanted to be your brother, Frank. That's probably the same reason why he let you live with him when you asked.
I called him to try to get away from the big city and to get away from all the trouble I was having there. But all I did was unload all my problems on him.
I'm pretty sure he knew what he was doing. You were supposed to be able to depend on family, Frank. That's what they're there for. And he knew what he was getting into when you said you could live with him. Not really.
I guess he was always trying to take care of me, and I resisted. I really didn't feel comfortable doing that. Just wanted to get away, you know? He would always joke about trying to reach out to me, but I never took him seriously. I'd always find some way to ignore him. But if I'd ever thought something like this would have happened, things would have been a lot different. Of course, now, I'll never be able to do that. He probably died thinking I didn't even care about him. Jesus, look at me. I'm telling you all sorts of crap you don't care about.
I don't need to know everything, Frank, but I want to. Besides, the more you talk about it, the better you'll feel. Let's look at it this way. You got your whining out of the way first. That's a good thing. Sometimes it helps to remember the good things about the person who died, as opposed to thinking about the regrets and missed opportunities.
I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate it. But I'm not a touchy-feely guy. I was in the army, for Christ's sakes. I don't sit around and watch daytime talk shows.
Then what does make sense to you, Frank? Because I don't know anymore. Okay, I tried. Maybe he deserves to be miserable. Maybe it's your fault he's dead. Oh, that is deep. Oh, no. I wish I could do more for you, Frank.
The only thing keeping me going is knowing that I can bring down the bastards responsible.
If it's as bad as you say it is, you'll have a hard time keeping yourself alive. Yeah, good luck with that, and do me a favor, try not to get killed in the process. But, Frank, you're just you. How are you going to beat the mob?
Don't worry about me. I'm going to have help.
Help? Frank, you should probably just let the police take care of this. You'll be way over your head. And who do you think is going to help you? I'm sorry, but I'm not having anything to do with this. Good luck finding someone, Frank. It's suicide to go up against people like that.
Listen, this needs to be kept quiet. But I've known you long enough that I think I can trust you. After you discovered the truth about Daniel's murder, I had a talk with Eric Larson. He told me that with what I know, I could shut down the mob family that was responsible for killing Daniel. But once the case against them gets underway, I'm going to need some protection from Vincent and his goons. So the reason I'm leaving Fairview is that the FIB is placing me in a witness relocation program. So you can understand why I didn't tell anyone. I'm just supposed to disappear one day.
This is probably going to be the last time I get to talk to you then, isn't it? Wow, can't say I saw that coming. Well, I guess this is goodbye then, isn't it?
Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
I enjoyed having you around, Frank. You're a good friend. It was nice getting to know you too, Frank. Your brother would be proud of you for what you're doing. Then again, he was always proud of you. I'm not big on goodbyes, Frank, so just do yourself a favor and try to keep yourself out of trouble. That's all I ask. Goodbye. Not even a hug goodbye? Hug the man at least. Hug him. Now what? Is Eric gonna come up to me or something?